We visited Rocky Mountain National Park near Estes Park, Colorado in the spring of 2014 for 2 days, and this is the compilation video. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. This is the 365,000 acres that is covered by this park. Notice the southern part is basically wilderness with no roads. It was established on January 26, 1915, and it spans the Continental Divide here. It has over 4 million visitors each year. And because there's so many visitors, you better be getting your timed entry pretty early in order to be able to get in at all. We've been driving along the edge of Rocky Mountain National Park, and now it's time to go look at one of the areas, Wild Basin, and see what they have there. It's fairly well abandoned at this time of the year. We'll be seeing many mule deer while we are here, and they don't seem to be very frightened at all of us being here. And now it's time to head on out to Estes Park and drive through it so we can get to Rocky Mountain National Park. Soon we're entering the edge of Estes Park, and then we will be going right on through it. As we arrive at Rocky Mountain National Park, the rain has started. We've already seen part of Rocky Mountain National Park when we were at Wild Basin. And now we're going to be looking at this part today and this part tomorrow. First off, we'll be driving along this road and looking at what the Sheep Lakes has. Then we'll take the Ridge Road as far as we can, take Bear Lake Road to Bear Lakes, and then go to Moraine Park before heading back to Estes Park for the. As you can see from this topographical map, Estes Park's in the valley. This is the area we're looking at now, and this is the Colorado River. We can't get through this area because it's high and snowy, so we'll have to drive around tomorrow. As we explore the eastern part of Rocky Mountains National Park, there will be elk everywhere. We'll see hundreds. There's some more elk just grazing along the side of the road without a care in the world. While we're in Rocky Mountain National Park, we'll be visiting 3 different habitat zones. The first is the montane zone. It is characterized by pine forest and mountain meadows. It's a prime area for elk and black bear. And as you can see, this little meadow here has a stream running through it. As we continue on, we'll come to the subalpine area, 9,000 to 11,000 feet high, characterized by long, cold winters and over 30 inches of rain a day, and the snow from the area above it blows down into it. Then we have the alpine area above the tree line. It has harsh climate and fierce winds, and marmots and ptarmigan live in this area. As we drive along up the mountain, you can see that snow is accumulating more and more. Here we can see into the lower reaches of the montane area that we just came up from. The snow is getting heavier and heavier as we go up in elevation. And as you can see here, some of it's higher than the truck was before it was plowed. We're getting now over 2.5 miles high, and weather can change very rapidly, as this sign tells us. And then we come to the end of the road. This is as far as we can go on this road today. It's only about 3 or 4 miles through here that are closed, but that means we'll have to drive 150 miles around tomorrow. But you can't get through, you can't get through. As we take into view, you can see that it's starting to snow again. And now we get a view over Beaver Meadows. We'll be down there in just a little bit. In 1982, there was a flash flood that washed an alluvial plain down, creating Fan Lake because it dammed up the river. And now it's time to head down again. You can see how tall the snow was on the road that had to be plowed. And then there's another herd of elk to see. It's interesting that almost all of these we've been seeing are cows. The bulls will form herds of their own, and we'll be seeing them in another area. And here's another herd of elk on the move. Soon we're off headed across the meadows on a one-lane road. Along the way we'll see some more mule deer. Don't seem to care about us at all. Soon we reach Beaver Meadows, our first target, and can see the area that would be full of elk during the breeding season. And right now there's a substantial herd in this area, as you can see from this. Next, we head over to Bear Lake along the wet roads. The Bear Lake is a hiking area, and since it's raining a lot, we're not going to be doing any hiking today. You have to be very careful as you drive along. You never know what you'll see, like these turkey right here.
Oh, don't. He'll spin his tail up, and I don't want him to put his tail up.
Most of these roads travel along stream banks because the streams have already cut the valleys for them to flow in. And then it's time to head back through the meadow, seeing the huge herd of elk. As we stop at some of the ponds, what's out there in the middle? Well, there's a coyote. And then as we head out, we find more elk in the road. This time, notice that these are herds of bull with horns and velvet growing out. The bulls seem to be in this area and the cows in the other area. Careful as you round those corners. You never know what'll be standing in the middle of the road.
I guess all the bulls are up in here, and all the cows are going to be some more on your side.
As we head back, there's some more mule deer just right here at a visitor center. Don't seem to care at all that we're here.
Gonna go over and eat. Okay.
Be mainly a driving day. It's not the way we originally planned it. We wanted to spend a lot of time in Rocky Mountain East, but we had to drive all the way around, and we'll be staying in Steamboat Springs tonight. The original plan was to drive this road, but this area is blocked, so we couldn't, so we had to take a 150-mile detour around. So let's get started. It's a long drive. As we leave Estes Park, we'll be covering some of the area we covered the day before, and we'll be heading south. Soon we'll be passing Wild Basin area where we stopped yesterday, but we won't be missing the deer as there are many deer out even on the road.
Oh, they're deer. They were deer.
And we continue to head southward as the mist rises from the mountains. We'll be moving in and out of various high elevations, so we'll be moving in and out of snow areas. We now head over the North Fork of the Colorado River into Grand Lake Village, the western entrance to the Rocky Mountain National Park. The park has hundreds of peaks, 60 of them over 12,000 feet high, and the Trail Ridge Road we'll be driving on, 10 miles of it is over 11,000 feet high. It's the highest road in North America, and that's why part of it is closed down. As you can see from the sign coming up, it's 48 miles to Estes Park, but we've driven over 150 to go those 48 miles because of the closed road.
Liar. 10 miles ahead, it's closed.
And now we come to the entrance of the western section of Rocky Mountain National Park, founded in 1915. Yesterday we were looking in this area. Today we'll be looking in this area and along the Colorado River. We'll be looking at the area that forms the Colorado River along these various meadows here, and we'll be looking for moose mainly. As you can see, the Colorado River here is just a small stream. The trickles in this meadow come together to form the Colorado River that then passes by Arches National Park, on through Canyonlands National Park to Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, through the Grand Canyon, and on to Lake Mead and Hoover Dam, where we started a few weeks ago. We've followed it now for most of its course. This area is called the Kawanichi Valley, and we're going to stop at the Visitor Center for just a few minutes. You can see the tall lodgepole pines here. The road we'll be taking has the forest on the right mainly, and on the left will be a meadow where the Colorado River starts. The mountain pine beetle has been decimating the pine trees here, and you can see how many have died in this area. This is a typical mountain meadow. Out there is where the Colorado River is starting. You can see a little bit of it close to us. Here you can see as the snow melts, trickles start to form, little waterfalls and streams flowing down into the meadow from the hills around it and the forested area around it. And then as it flows toward the meadow, it flows underneath the road and out into the meadow to join the Colorado River. Here the Colorado River is not much more than a little stream you could probably ford across. And you can see it started to snow again. Here again we can get a pretty good look at how swift the Colorado River is here, even though it is fairly small. The Holsworth family bought this area in 1970 as a guest ranch and built cabins on it, such as this one here. They sold it to the park in 1973. And now anybody can come and visit these meadows. Finally, there in the distance, we see what we've come to look for. Moose. And as the sign says, we've come to the closed road. It's only 3 miles across here that is closed, but because of that, this 48-mile trip has actually taken us 150 miles and over 5 hours to make.
That's closed.
Can't go any further.
That trailhead? Let's see what that
As we turn around and head back out of the park,
is. Still there.
we pass by the moose again as they're resting. And then it's time to leave for Steamboat Springs.